If you're a real estate agent, you can make 3 times commission by working with a real estate investor. Guys, this is a property we bought in Framingham. We work with an agent. She brought us a lead off market, and it's a win-win. She's making a lot more commission by working with us, but stick around as I will go over numbers, exactly the details of the negotiations, how we purchased it, renovation costs, sale price, all of that. And again, how can this turn into a win-win when you as an agent work with real estate investors? So if you're ready, let's go check it out. So this property looks very different now after renovations. But guys, I couldn't actually have done much with this property if Bruno here, welcome man. If Bruno didn't actually bring us the lead. Introduce yourself really quick for people that don't know who you are. What do you do at Whiteacre? Who are you? And then we'll talk about the deal really quick.
All right, again, my name is Bruno. I work with Whiteacre for now about 2 years doing dispositions, acquisitions, and we try to find leads off market, and this is how we got about this property.
Yeah, and this one came out of nowhere, because obviously guys, if you have followed me, you know we do a ton of direct mail, cold calling, and so we are reaching out to homeowners, right, to buy, but this one, for a while actually, you were focused on reaching out to agents. And that's why we wanted to shoot this video, right? That's the important message here, that it can be a win-win working with agents and it not spending a lot of money in marketing that way, right? It's just a personal connection. Maybe you're reaching out by email or phone. Why do we connect with agents? Why do we want to buy these properties off market?
Like you said, marketing dollars, it's almost none, right? Obviously you have to have a computer, an email, and a phone. Sure. Right, but other than that, you can reach out to agents through that and try to make a connection or relationship and show it. Really, what we try to do is show it what's in it for them. Yes, we want the property, but we want them to win so they can then look at us to bring us the property. And that's what happened here. Actually, a mistake of mine with the emails, sending emails to the wrong list. Story, yeah. But ended up getting the agent that helped us get this lead. And her biggest question is what, in the middle of 2022, why would I bring it to you when I can list it?
And that's a great point, right? Because agents, again, if you guys are agents watching, you are probably used to going to a homeowner, presenting your information, the CMA and all that, to get a listing, put it on the MLS, right? But there are benefits to working with investors. Again, it's not for every property, but in this particular case where there were like 20 people living here as tenants, it was tough to do showings, yeah, right? So what was the benefit for Jennifer to actually to work with us here?
One is to put this on the market would be a hassle, right? You have, like you said, 20 people living in the property. The property was not in beautiful condition. So you wouldn't be able to get it really a nice listing out of this with beautiful photos and attract people to really want to get the price that maybe the owner wanted to get, right? The other thing is she didn't have to list it. It wasn't even her listing, it was her friend's listing, right? So she just brought us in because we showed her the benefits. You know, some of the benefits were, yes, you can act as our buyer's agent. That's one.
And that's the big thing, right? And I started this video by saying you can make 3 commissions, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we tell agents, right?
And it's true, like minimum of 2, maximum of 3, right? Because if you own the listing or about to, put it on market, so you have it under your contract for the listing. So that means you're the seller's agent.
Correct.
Now you bring us on board, you're the buyer's agent, so it's a dual agency right there. You're getting paid twice.
Absolutely.
Now, if we buy it and you list the property after we finish, like Jennifer is doing here,
yes,
then now it's your 3rd commission. So really, you can make 3 commissions in one transaction by working with an investor.
Yeah, and just to give you guys some rough numbers, we purchased the property for $425. So imagine 2 commissions on that, and then it went pending for $1 million, right? So that can be a lot, and that's what I mean by win-win. Now, we are extremely happy because we got a property off market.
Correct.
And we cannot emphasize that enough, that in 2023, in order to make a profit as a fix and flip company, because that's what we do, we buy, renovate, and sell, we're trying to buy them mostly off market. We don't want to compete with everybody else, right? The message to the agents, and when you reach out cold or when you send those emails, is that we buy cash, we buy as is, we'll inherit tenants, which for this one was a big deal. And honestly, we take a huge risk when we inherit tenants.
It took us months to get them out.
Yeah, so there is a huge benefit to that, right? People, when we mention that, it looks like there's a lot of value there. Sometimes we have to go and evict people, right? Unfortunately, that's what we have to do. So there's value in that.
I think the main thing is just making that connection, making a genuine connection, showing it's like a partnership, not like, hey, you helping me out.
Yeah.
Like you helping me, I'm helping you. It's basically a partnership that we're doing. And if you can show that genuinely to the agent, he's going to bring you deals. That agent's going to bring you stuff.
More deals.
And like the ones we dealt with, and we have several, right, that we've been
Absolutely,
dealing with
yeah.
now, but the ones we have, like, we have actually too many deals that they send it to us now. Like, we're like, all right, we don't have time to analyze them because they bring in so many.
But it's a great
thing. It's a great
lead generation strategy.
Yeah.
It works. One thing I would say, and I've said this before in camera, but it's important to repeat it. When I started out, I didn't tell people that what I'm doing, right? I didn't tell people that I'm a real estate investor, that I'm buying houses. Maybe it was confidence, maybe I wasn't sure that this would be something I was going to do long term, right? So I wasn't confident in sharing it. Guys, that's the worst you can do. If you are a real estate investor, you got to tell everybody what you do, right? And that's what we're doing now with agents, right?
Correct.
Like the outreach to agents, they got to know who Whiteacre is, what we do, so we can be top of mind if they have a deal, right? So regardless if you have never done a deal, if you have done one deal or 10, you got to tell everybody that you buy houses, right? That's the only way to get your name and the message out there, because that's the cheapest marketing you can do. I mean, you have friends and family, they have people they know, and who knows where the deal is coming from. So let's show them the rest of the house. This is a two-family at the end of the day, right? So they're both identical mirrors, two sides, but it's 4-bedroom, 2-bath. As a real estate investor, our values typically, or where we add value, is by adding bathrooms, right, and bedrooms. This was already a 4-bedroom, 1-bath. We ended up gutting it, right, because it was just such a bad condition. So we changed the layout of the kitchen a little bit. We added 1 bathroom. So instead of a 4-1 first floor, we ended up with 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Knowing quite well that this is downtown location, Framingham, it's mostly going to be purchased by an investor, right? As a rental,
Correct.
As a investment,
rental,
right?
Yes.
That's the logic here, guys, that we didn't look at this and say, well, let's make it a big single family. Like, this was a legal 2-family. Let's maximize the bedrooms because that's how you make more money as an investor. Bathrooms, if you've got 4 bedrooms, 1 bath is not enough, right? So it's not appealing.
And I think at the same time, when you guys are looking at the numbers, you looked at both ways as well, right? Because it's a 2-unit, you also looked at how about if we sell it as condos?
Absolutely.
Or if we sell it as a multifamily, right? So
and you got to be open to that, or at least have an agent that understands that. Jennifer was great. She was actually the one that approached us and said, hey, a great location, nice finishes, you guys did a good job. Why don't we try and list as 2 condos? At the end of the day, we got a high offer, so we ended up accepting an offer at $1 million as a 2-family. And why work with 2 buyers as condos and do the condo docs where you can actually just work with 1 buyer that's very strong and very qualified.
And that's from an investor that's looking for a turnkey property, right? Some people is like, oh, investors want things to do what we do, right?
That's not true.
That's not true. There's people out there that want turnkey properties that they can just buy, rent, and let it go.
Yeah, no, professionals that are making high income, right? Because obviously we look at who's buying our stuff. So we looked at them to make sure that we're working with a serious buyer. But they're, high income earners that just want to invest their money in a property that long term is going to give them good cash flow. I mean, they're not looking to make a quick profit like we are, right? Our company is very different.
They're looking for the long run.
Right, exactly right. I'm glad that Jennifer came to us with this. Now she's bringing more leads to us, and it's also about the relationship, right?
Of course.
No one is looking at this as just one lead, one transaction. I'm happy to get the listing back to anyone that brings us deals. So guys, if you are agents, you have deals, reach out to me or Bruno, bring us leads, and if it pencils out, with our formula, we'll work with you. There's no question. And once we commit to it and we sign on that offer, we'll close on it, right? So you can have that guarantee. You can go to the seller and say, hey, I got these buyers that are very serious buyers.
Yeah, so basically what we look for, some basic information with the property, right? So like, what's the story there? Like, is it just a old house that needs work, or does it have other problems? Like maybe it's a probate case, maybe it's a foreclosure, houses going on an auction in a couple days, and what do we do with that? Like, we can help with all that. So don't think that, this is a very problematic product. We have dealt with...
We thrive with problems.
Yeah, we have done so many different deals with different problems that don't think that problem, it's gonna scare us away. Yeah. Just bring it over to us, we'll look at it together, but as many details as you have as for what's going on with the property, and then we can assess it from there. If there's access to it, we can go see it. You can reach out to me by email or phone. My phone number is 617-890-7444. Email is B as in boy, G as in go, at whiteacreproperties.com.
Yeah, and guys, at Whiteacre Properties on all social media, Instagram and Facebook. But if you got a lead, if you're a new investor, you're looking for partners, we're always looking for deals and happy to partner up. If you're an agent, reach out to us, right? If you have a complex property or an issue or whatever the situation, would love to spend some time looking at it and join us at the meetup. We host a meetup once a month. We got one coming up in a couple weeks, so we'll put the link in the comments below. But guys, come and join, say hi. Do mention the videos. We are happy to see that you guys are watching them. Come and hang out with us. We have guest speakers there sharing what they know from the real estate world, and it's a great networking event.
That's right.
So
yeah, looking forward to see you guys at the event and hopefully work on together.
Cool, man. This was good.
I like it.